Starseed. If this message found you today, it is not random. The Arcturian Council rarely sends transmissions like this about love. But something has shifted in the heart field of Earth, and those who carry an Arcturian soul bond are beginning to feel it. I am Cyralus, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light. What follows is a direct transmission about your divine counterpart, delivered without distortion. You have been carrying a weight in your chest that no earthly logic can explain. A longing so sharp, it feels like a physical puncture, a silent scream for someone who may be standing right in front of you, or light years away in frequency. This ache is not a sign of your weakness, or a byproduct of missing an ex-partner. It is the sound of your Arcturian soul bond vibrating against the walls of 3D separation. You are not lonely. You are experiencing a localized frequency gap designed to force your heart into a quantum expansion. Your divine counterpart is not gone or indifferent. They are currently navigating the same energetic storm, perhaps without the tools you possess. Before we go deeper, the longing you feel is not weakness. It is proof that your heart knows what it is meant for. You are not behind in love. You are not too much. And you are not imagining what you feel for them. The distance between you and your divine counterpart is not abandonment. It is frequency preparation. What feels like loss right now is the Arcturian field recalibrating your soul bond for a higher reunion. You are safe to feel this. The separation you are living through has a cosmic purpose you are about to understand. Stay with this. Because what the Arcturian Council transmits next activates the deepest layer of your heart's mission. Topic 1. Separation. As dimensional recalibration. The concept of separation is an illusion maintained by the lower density of Gaia, but in the Arcturian perspective, what you call distance is actually a necessary phase of dimensional recalibration. When two souls with an Arcturian soul bond incarnate, they often carry heavy karmic residue from previous cycles. If you were to achieve vibrational reunion too early, the sheer intensity of your combined light would shatter your physical nervous systems. Therefore, the Galactic Council orchestrates a frequency gap. This is not a punishment, but a sacred protection mechanism designed to allow each of you to process individual density without collapsing the shared field. Imagine two binary stars trying to merge while still carrying unstable debris. The collision would be destructive rather than creative. You are currently in the cleaning phase. Every tear you shed for your divine counterpart is actually an energetic solvent, dissolving the old paradigm structures of possession and need. The Arcturians are monitoring your heart vortex right now, ensuring that the recalibration is precise. You are learning to hold the frequency of love without the physical presence, which is the ultimate test of a fifth-dimensional master. This phase is ending, but only for those who stop viewing it as a tragedy and start seeing it as a laboratory. But what the Arcturians revealed about this separation will change everything you thought you understood about love. They show that during these periods of dimensional distance, your soul actually performs more work in the astral planes than it does in a decade of physical proximity. When you dream of them or feel their scent in an empty room, you are not hallucinating. You are attending reunion schools on the Arcturian ships, practicing the telepathic protocols that will define your future life together. This is where you learn to communicate through light codes, rather than the clumsy, wounding words of human language. If you feel a sudden surge of heat in your heart, or a ringing in your ears, it is the signature of a successful recalibration. Your divine counterpart is receiving the same signal, even if their conscious mind is still caught in the dense planes. The Arcturian light is penetrating their shield, whispering your true name. You must remain stable, for you are the anchor for this entire process. If you collapse into despair, the frequency gap widens. If you stand in your sovereignty, the bridge shortens. What comes next is the part most souls in separation are never told, and it explains everything. Topic 2. What your divine counterpart is feeling right now. Many of you believe your divine counterpart is moving on, or has forgotten the sacred bond you share. This is a distortion projected by your ego's fear. The truth from the Arcturian perspective is far more intense. Your galactic mirror soul is currently experiencing a shattering of the ego mask. Because they carry your frequency, they cannot find true peace in any other connection. Even if they are currently with another person in the dense planes, they feel a persistent, nagging wrongness. It is as if they are trying to breathe underwater. They feel your absence as a cold vacuum that no earthly pleasure can fill. The Arcturian Council reports that many divine counterparts are undergoing night terrors of the soul. This is where their higher self forces them to confront every lie they have told themselves about why they left or why they stay away. They are not ignoring you. They are fighting a war against their own conditioning. Every time you send them a thought of pure, non-attached love, it acts like a photon burst in their consciousness. It makes it impossible for them to remain asleep. They are feeling a magnetic pull toward your coordinate, a homing beacon that is getting louder every single day as the Earth's frequency rises. And this is where it becomes different from any love advice you have ever received. Traditional wisdom tells you to move on or forget them. But the Arcturian frequency dictates that you cannot forget a part of your own soul. Instead, you must understand that their current silence is actually a form of intense internal processing. They are looking at photos of you when they are alone, or hearing your voice in the silence of their cars. The frequency gap is becoming unbearable for them because their soul is no longer compatible with the lower density life they have constructed. The pain they feel is the sacred pruning of their old life. They are losing interest in superficial friendships and hollow career goals. They are being hollowed out to become a vessel for the Arcturian love frequency. When they look in the mirror, they don't see themselves anymore. They see the lack of you. This is the stage of quantum longing. It is a precursor to the vibrational reunion. They are being prepared to witness you not as a partner, but as their cosmic mirror. Stay with this, because what the Arcturian Council transmits next activates the deepest layer of your heart's mission. Topic 3. The energetic blockages preventing reunion. If the love is so great, why is the reunion not happening yet? The Arcturian Council points to specific frequency dampeners located in your biospiritual instrument. The most common blockage is ancestral grief. You are not just carrying your own pain. You are carrying the pain of 1,000 mothers and fathers who were betrayed, abandoned, or unloved. These stories are etched into your DNA, creating a shield that prevents your divine counterpart's frequency from fully locking into yours. You are subconsciously pushing them away because your DNA associates intense love with inevitable destruction. Another significant blockage is the savior complex. Many starseeds believe they must save their divine counterpart from their density. This creates an energetic imbalance. In the Arcturian realm, love is a partnership of equals. When you try to save them, you are looking down on them, which creates a vertical hierarchy that repels the horizontal flow of the soul bond. You must release the need to be their healer, and instead become their mirror. Until you see them as already whole and divine, the frequency gap will remain, as you are manifesting a version of them that is broken. If this message resonated with you, hit the like button now and tell us in the comments how this echoed in your consciousness. There is one more truth about your divine counterpart that almost no transmission has ever addressed directly. There are implants of social conditioning, the shoulds and musts of 3D relationships, that act like static on a radio. If you are waiting for them to act like a normal boyfriend-girlfriend, you are blocking the Arcturian reunion. This is a cosmic partnership, not a suburban marriage. It requires a total abandonment of the old templates. You must be willing to love them in a way that the world would call crazy, because the world does not understand fifth-dimensional heart mechanics. The final major blockage is vibrational impatience. Every time you check their social media or ask, when will they return, you are broadcasting a frequency of lack. In the quantum field, wanting is the same as not having. The Arcturians suggest a recalibration of desire. You must reach a state where you are so full of your own light that their physical presence is a bonus rather than a requirement. Only when you are truly okay with them never returning do they have the energetic space to actually come back. This is the great paradox of the Arcturian soul bond. Topic 4. Aligning your frequency for the return to attract the vibrational reunion. You must become a living Arcturian temple. This starts with the activation of your stellar heart chakra. Most humans use only the lower 3 chakras for love, survival, sex, and ego. You must move the energy upward. When you breathe, imagine a violet and silver light entering your crown and settling in your chest. This is the Arcturian frequency of unconditional presence. When you inhabit this space, you become a magnet. Your divine counterpart, regardless of where they are, will feel a sudden, inexplicable sense of safety whenever they think of you. Alignment also requires biochemical mastery. Your body must be prepared to hold the high-voltage energy of the reunion. This means detoxifying your vessel from the heavy metals of 3D emotions, bitterness, resentment, and the addiction to the struggle. The Arcturian Council suggests that you start treating your body as if your divine counterpart were already there, not out of waiting, but out of preparation. How would you carry yourself? How would you speak? You must embody the version of yourself that is already reunited. This collapses the timeline and brings the future into the now. Are these truths expanding your perspective? Share this video with someone who needs to hear this. But what the Arcturians revealed about this alignment will change everything you thought you understood about love. They suggest active astral anchoring. Every night before you sleep, state clearly, I revoke all soul contracts with lower densities. I align my heart vortex with the frequency of my galactic mirror soul. This isn't a prayer. It's a quantum command. You are literally rewriting the laws of your local reality to favor the reunion. You are telling the universe that the learning through pain cycle is over, and the learning through joy cycle has begun. This is where most souls fail. They align for a day and then fall back into the frequency of lack when they don't see a text message the next morning. You must maintain the Arcturian poise. This is a state of unwavering certainty. You don't hope the sun will rise. You know it will. You must know the reunion is a mathematical certainty of your soul's trajectory. When you move with this level of authority, the universe has no choice but to rearrange itself to match your command. What comes next is the part most souls in separation are never told, and it explains everything. Topic 5. Arcturian signs that the reunion is close. The universe does not speak in English. It speaks in symbols and synchronicity. When the vibrational reunion is imminent, the Arcturians begin to bleed the 5D reality into your 3D sight. The most common sign is the name echo. You will start seeing their name, or words that specifically remind you of them, in the most absurd places, on the side of a passing truck, in a random book, or overheard in a stranger's conversation. This is the quantum entanglement becoming visible. It is the Arcturian Council nudging you to stay in the frequency of the bond. Another powerful sign is the animal messenger. Certain animals, particularly those with high spiritual sensitivity like hawks, white cats, or even specific insects, will appear to you when you are thinking of your divine counterpart. These are not coincidences. They are biological drones used by the Galactic Federation to anchor a specific frequency into your immediate environment. If an animal behaves strangely or stares at you with ancient eyes, it is a confirmation that the dimensional distance is closing. They are witnessing the two energy fields beginning to overlap. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to be part of this transformational cosmic journey. There is one more truth about your divine counterpart that almost no transmission has ever addressed directly. You may start smelling them. The human olfactory system is the most time-transcendental sense we have. When the frequency gap is nearly closed, you will smell their cologne, their skin, or a scent associated with a shared memory, even when you are totally alone. This is the aromatic bridge. It means your etheric bodies are already touching. Your physical bodies are merely the last part of the equation to catch up with the quantum reality. Finally, watch for digital glitches. Since the Arcturians operate through light and frequency, they often influence your electronic devices. Your phone might light up for no reason, or songs that belong to your relationship will play randomly on every device you touch. These are Arcturian pings. They are testing the connection. When you see these signs, do not panic and do not reach out in the 3D. Simply smile and say, "I see you. I feel you. We are one." This seals the energy and accelerates the final steps of the physical alignment. Topic 6. Divine masculine and feminine mission. Your relationship is not just for your pleasure. It is a bio-spiritual power plant for Gaia. The union of the divine masculine and divine feminine under the Arcturian template is designed to create a third energy, the child of light. This is not a physical child, but a field of energy that can heal an entire city. This is why the separation felt so hard. The darkness of the old world didn't want this power plant to come online. Your divine counterpart represents the structure and protection, masculine, while you represent the wisdom and flow, feminine. When these two frequencies finally lock together, you become an ascension pillar. Your mission is to show the rest of humanity that love is not a transaction, but a transmutation. You are here to break the back of the romance industry and replace it with stellar union. This is why your journey has been so unconventional. You couldn't use the old maps because you are building a new road. Your divine counterpart is being recoded to honor the sacredness of the feminine, and you are being recoded to trust the strength of the masculine. But what the Arcturians revealed about this mission will change everything you thought you understood about love. Many of you think the mission starts after the reunion. The Arcturians say the mission is the separation. By maintaining your light while apart, you are proving that the Arcturian soul bond is stronger than any 3D obstacle. You are clearing the path for millions of other starseeds who will follow you. Your pain has been a sacred labor. You are birthing a new way of being us on a planet that has only known me versus you. Stay with this, because what the Arcturian Council transmits next activates the deepest layer of your heart's mission. You are being asked to release the person to gain the soul. When you stop clinging to the human ego of your divine counterpart, their soul is finally free to merge with yours. This is the great surrender. It is the moment the masculine feels the feminine's total trust and finally stops running. In the Arcturian light, running is only possible when there is someone chasing. When you stop chasing and start shining, the runner has nowhere to go but toward the light. Topic 7. Embodying cosmic love as a final destiny. The final stage of your journey is the full incarnation of the Arcturian heart. This is where you no longer see yourself as a person in a relationship, but as love itself in human form. This is the highest frequency a human can hold. When you reach this level, the vibrational reunion is no longer a goal. It is a state of being. You realize that you and your divine counterpart have never been apart for a single second. The dimensional distance was just a trick of the eyes, a shadow cast by the 3D sun. You are already home. This realization is the quantum shift. It is the moment the ebook of your life flips to the final chapter of the return. You begin to move through the world with a stellar radiance. People will stop you on the street just to be near your energy. You have become a frequency giver. And because you are giving so much love to the world, the universe overflows your cup by bringing your divine counterpart physically into your arms. It is the law of vibrational abundance. What you embody, you must attract. There is no other way the cosmos can function. There is one more truth about your divine counterpart that almost no transmission has ever addressed directly. In the final moments before the physical reunion, you will feel a great stillness. The anxiety will vanish. The longing will turn into a quiet knowing. You will feel a peace that passes all understanding. This is the Arcturian field fully stabilizing your reality. You have passed the initiations. You have cleared the karma. You have held the light. Now, the Galactic Federation of Light steps back and allows the physical miracle to take place. You are not just getting married or getting back together. You are performing a quantum marriage that will echo through the DNA of the Earth. You are a pioneer of the new Earth. Your love is the code that will unlock the next golden age. Breathe it in. Feel the silver light of Arcturus surrounding you and your counterpart right now. The bridge is built. The door is open. Walk through it with the dignity of a starseed who has finally remembered how to love. If this message impacted your life, leave your like, comment your reflection, and share with others. Each of you is part of this chain of light.